Good morning, YouTube. Madam Roy back again. Back to you on this, let's see, this is Thursday. Let's see, what's the date? August 18th, I believe. And as you can probably tell, I haven't had my full cup of coffee yet. I'm actually heading down to a job today. But I want to give you guys a few updates. I know I haven't done a vlog in a couple of days, not an official vlog. Well, mainly because I've just been too busy, which is a good thing, definitely. We had an interesting incident last night. Around 5:30, Dad and I were sitting at home waiting for Mom. She was doing some shopping. And all of a sudden we get a phone call and she's like, "Hey, my car died. It won't do anything." She was stuck about 5 minutes from the house, so Dad and I went over there. I guess somebody had helped her push the car into a spot, and then we took a look at it. First thing we thought was maybe the mass airflow sensor, because she said it was starting, but it would run just for a minute or so and then die out. As soon as you gave it gas, it would just conk out. But by the time we got there, the car wasn't running at all. It would kind of go, it would kind of seem like it would want to start. You might get a few putts out of it, but that was about it. Anyway, what we did was wind up having to call AAA. We did a little bit of diagnosing it ourselves. We think it may or may not be the fuel pump. It's hard to guess with these cars because they are just have so much technology built into them. And it could be anything from that to the computer, but I did notice that we didn't hear the fuel pump. I actually had Dad turn the key on, and I put my ear down near the gas tank, and I didn't hear the fuel pump engage. So that's what is making me think we might just have a bad fuel pump, which would be really good news because we had it towed to Dillinger's by AAA, which took about an hour. Wound up eating dinner at Burger King, waiting for them to come, because not only do you have to wait that long, but you absolutely have to be there. It's not like you can leave the keys there and tell them to pick it up because they're so afraid of getting the wrong vehicle. So it was kind of interesting last night. They towed it to the local repair shop, a little tire and auto place called Dillinger's. Hopefully we're going to hear from them what the official diagnosis is, but I just have a hunch it's going to wind up being the fuel pump. Hopefully nothing major. Yeah, it didn't seem like the engine was seized or anything. It would turn over freely. It just seemed like it was not getting enough fuel or any fuel by the end. So that was an interesting little development last night. Right now I'm kind of stuck in traffic, which is very typical. I tell you, this is, let's see what time we got here. It's about 9:30 right now, so you know, I would have thought it cleared up by now, but this is the worst thing about living in Hampton Roads. Whenever you have to travel to another city, you're going to run into traffic because you either have to go through one of the 3 tunnels, or you have to go over what they call the high-rise bridge. And no matter what, it's a bottleneck because each one is only 2 lanes each way. And it's even worse now because they just put the tolls about a year ago at the downtown tunnel, so everybody's trying to avoid those, going the high-rise bridge, because basically they go to the same place. They both go down to Virginia Beach, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the traffic has just gotten worse. They thought the tolls were going to help, and you know, they don't have toll booths. What we do is we all have to have easy passes, which I don't actually have one right now, so I have no choice but to go the high-rise bridge. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be real easy. People just glide through it. You know, they'll have their easy pass. It'll just automatically come out of their account." Doesn't work that way. People just avoid it like the plague. I mean, right now I can almost guarantee the downtown tunnel is almost abandoned, where the high-rise bridge here is congested, backed up about 5 miles. So good job, HRT, you know, or Elizabeth River, whatever the company. I think it's Elizabeth River or something that owns the tunnels, but it's ridiculous. I mean, the tolls are causing so many more traffic problems than they predicted. And another reason is the prices. I mean, when they first had the tolls, okay, they were about 50 cents each way. Now they brought them up to, I think, it's like $1.25 peak and $1.50 peak, $1.25 off peak. And if you don't have an easy pass, and they use what's called the pay by plate, you have to pay an administrative fee, and it becomes like $2.50 a piece. So basically, without the easy pass, if I was to go through the tunnels both ways, it would cost me $5, and that is just unacceptable. Well, and before I start rambling on even more than this, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Probably get back with you guys later on today, see what else the day brings. I know I'm supposed to visit my friend Jeff's house today. I'm hopefully going to be able to do that, but we'll have to see if time allows it.
All right,
Talk to you guys in a little bit.
Well,
the Weather Bureau lied to us again. They said it was only going to get to about 87 as a high. Well, my car's telling me it just turned 90, and I believe it, because when I left that job about 20 minutes ago, I was sweating. So, you know what? I tell you, they have no idea what they're doing. I mean, they have all their Doppler radar, they have all these resources, but at the end, they're just guessing, I think, because they never seem to get it right. We're up to 91 right now, and it's just amazing to me. I cannot wait until this heat wave is over. And they said it was supposed to break today. But the good news is it's steadily going to go down, if you believe what they say, over the next few days. We're going to go down to like 86, 85. Then it's going to go back up a little bit, like to the low 90s. But nothing like we've seen for the past week or so. Not supposed to be anything near like 100. And the heat indexes of like 105, 110. Just boggles the mind, I tell you. It makes you want to stay inside and do absolutely nothing. Well, I'm heading back home for a little while. I need to do a few things there. I want to check on Cassie. She was in with me again last night. She woke me up a few times. She came on the bed. I could feel her, because what she'll do is she'll knead on my leg, on the back of my leg. But it's through the comforter, because I always sleep with a comforter. And I'll wake up. She does that maybe around 1 in the morning, and then around 4 again. And then she'll let me sleep till about 7 or 8. And luckily, I was actually able to sleep till about 9:30 today. The mom comes in around 8 o'clock and lets her out, so that gives me a little bit of a break. But it was the funniest thing last night. I switched out her food bowls. We had given her a bowl that was basically 2 sections together. Put the food in one side, the water in the other. Problem with that is she's a mess eater, so the food would always end up in the water, and I'd have to replace the water every day. So I took that out, and we had these 2 metal bowls that were originally made for like dogs, but they work fine for cats. And I put one with water and one with food. Well, last night she comes in, she looks at them, and she goes like that. I mean, she's just totally freaking out. And at first I couldn't figure out what it was, but then I realized she was probably seeing her reflection through the metal part, because the side of the bowls are all metal, and also the reflections from the monitor, and it was freaking her out. The whole hour, she was just sitting there looking at it. Finally, when she got hungry enough, she went up to it really slowly and took her first bite, and then she realized that they were just some new food bowls. So I just thought that was really funny. I was actually laughing. I'm like, what are you doing? How are you so afraid of that? I have heard that some cats can be afraid of their own reflections, but I've never actually seen that before. Well, I'm about to hit the high-rise bridge, so I'm going to pause the video for now and see what happens a little bit later. Talk to you in a little bit. Alright guys, so I just got back home. I was giving Cassie some lovin', and I wanted to show you something I picked up at the thrift store the other day. Most of you guys probably remember I had this kind of 1980s looking mauve chair here. Well, it was kind of getting worn out, so when I was in our local thrift store the other day, I found this nice thing. This is an office chair. It's not real leather, but it's kind of like pleather or vinyl. It's still very comfortable though. The thing I really like about this is it's got multiple adjustments. You can independently hydraulically adjust the back, the seat, and the height. So this really helps me out. Lately I've been having some lower back pains, and this has a real nice back support. I can actually push this back up as forward as I want, and basically gives me a lot of support, especially here in the lower back. And another thing I really like about this is, if you notice, I can push this in all the way there, and I get a lot more space. The other chair used to come out when it was up there all the way right to the back, like right around there. So this gives me even more space to work with in my room. So really pleased with that. I'm actually working on another computer here. This is one that I just completed the other day. This is a one I think I got, I can't remember where I got this one. It's a Dell Inspiron 530. It's one I had sitting in my closet for a long time. Basically, this is a Core 2 Duo. I upgraded this. Originally, it was a Core 2 Duo E6400. I upgraded to a Core 2 Duo E8400. So this is running at, I believe it's 3 gigahertz. per core. We have 8 gigs of RAM, 320 and a 250 gigabyte hard drive, and I got Windows 10 running on here, and of course I got the dual monitor setups. I tell you what, people love seeing these dual monitor setups. People love getting systems so they can do multiple things at once. Like you could be watching a YouTube video on here, writing a term paper there. It's really good for college students, as long as they have enough room, of course. The 2 monitors I'm selling with this are both ViewSonics. This one's a 19-inch, the VA1912WB, and the other one here is the VA1716W, and this again is a 17-inch monitor. I wish I had another 19-inch monitor to go with it, but I don't. But, you know, they work real well enough together, so this is going to be the next thing. I'm about to go ahead and list this on Craigslist. Haven't decided what I'm going to list it for, but I'm thinking maybe around 180 bucks for the whole setup. And this one I will not ship, so sorry guys, just way too much packing. Go ahead and finish working on this and talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so Lincoln Town Car is back. We did get confirmation that it was the fuel pump that went bad, but they want over $1,000 to fix it, so Dad said forget it, and we're going to do it ourselves. He just ordered one online, and yeah, probably have it in about a week or so. I just had to take a closer look at this AAA truck. That's pretty cool. Pink. So yeah, it was definitely a fuel pump problem, and I had a hunch because I could not hear the pump at all yesterday. So here she is, and we'll probably have her fixed up in about a week. What's new, Cassie? What's new? What? What is it? Gonna talk? What? Meow. Yeah. She's very happy today. She's been very lazy, though. She definitely gets her beauty sleep. Oh, gonna give me kisses. She's a licker, too. She loves to be licked. She loves licking, loves to be licked. She loves to give licks. Imagine how fun it would be to lick a cat. She likes to play with this somewhat. What's that? Oh, look, look, look. She just woke up, so I don't think she's... You in the mood to play? Oh, bless you. Bless you, sweetie. What you doing? She actually plays with this by herself. Right now, I think she just wants attention. What you doing? What a good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. She's definitely purring, but she's so soft you can't really hear her. Yeah. Just giving you guys a little update on Cassie, how well she's doing. She's adjusting very well to her new surroundings. She and LT are I wouldn't say they're getting along. They're tolerating each other right now, but it's getting better. I don't feel as bad about leaving her and LT out together, because they'll pretty much just stare at each other, maybe give a hiss or two once in a while, and then just leave each other alone. So, yes, you're very good. It's funny, it was Cassie that had the problem originally. Now it's LT that's nervous because Cassie made that whole to-do when they first met. You're a good girl, Cassie. Well, guys, I have to run some errands this afternoon, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Say bye, Cass. Say bye-bye, Cassie. Bye-bye. It's another hot one, guys. I'm just leaving friend's house, and I think I'm going to be ending the vlog here for today. I really don't have too much else to talk about. I know that when I get home, we're going to try to stay in the air conditioning as much as possible. Just hitting 90 degrees again today, which is ridiculous. They kept saying 87 was that top mark, but yeah, really shot over that quick. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog for today. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day.